Yo, what's up? Hey, let's see what I missed. Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us. The hidden means behind Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video explained. So we broke it down. Hey, so let's see what I got, see what I missed, and then let's see some other hidden means that was in there. Let's go ahead and get in it. Let's go.
For Not Like Us is full of layered disses towards Drake, like this scene of him with an owl in a cage, referencing Maya
Yep.
Angelou's I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings.
Oh, I did get that. I did mention Maya Angelou's Why a Cage Bird Sing in my breakdown. I mentioned that towards the end. Maya Angelou Why a Cage Bird Sings, how a family's love and togetherness overcomes racism and trauma and stuff like that. And not to mention, you know, the bird is in the cage. So I mentioned that, okay, because Drake did try to call out Kendrick Lamar and Whitney saying, you're a domestic abuser, blah, blah, blah. Whitney had, a child by Dave Free, which Dave Free did direct the video, stuff like that. So I got that one. All right, let's go.
Implying that Drake should stick to singing over rapping, with the owl representing Drake.
Yep. Like I said, I got that. And the owl, OVO's thing. Go ahead.
Since it's OVO's logo, and also
Yep.
implying Drake should be locked up for all the PDF file allegations that
I got that one too. All right. All right. So we 2 for 2 on that. Not to mention because Drake being the PDF. So you got the bird in the cage. So since the owl represents Drake, even though I got an owl too, but I got the great horned owl. But anyway, Drake has an owl too. But the thing about it is Drake and all the allegations on him about what he does with supposed people underage and things like that, then of course you want to see the bird in the cage and Drake behind bars because, like they said, the heat is coming on. Not to mention he's supposedly, allegedly connected to Diddy and stuff like that. So, people want to see Drake gone for a minute. All right, let's go.
Kendrick talks about on the song. He's even playing hopscotch, a game that little girls play, in the scene where he says the A minor.
Yeah, the hopscotch, I did miss that because I didn't get it at first, but it makes sense because it is a game that little girls play. And so with them being underage little girls, of course Drake would do that. So I thought it was more I I guess thinking it was more he was doing a dance or something like that. So I didn't get that, but I did understand the hopscotch, but not the complete reference of it. So definitely missed that one. Got a little bit saying, okay, he's playing a game of hopscotch. That's a kid's game, but didn't understand the full context and the meaning behind it. Good job, Kendrick. Let's go.
Line, and dropping the video on the 4th of July, a day celebrating American independence, after doing the pop-up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I definitely got that one. Dropped on 4th of July. Drake being Canadian, Kendrick Lamar being, for the United States, calling Drake a colonizer. And then, America celebrates their independence from colonizers. So I did get that one. So we good on that. All right, let's see what we got next.
About show on Juneteenth proves that he planned the whole aftermath of the beef out, continuing his.
Now, I didn't react to the concert because I'm just like, okay. By that time, I think I was busy doing stuff and I really wasn't interested in it. But I get that he did drop it on Juneteenth when I was sitting there watching it, like, okay, this is not a coincidence. He did this concert on Juneteenth, the day that, you know, the a lot of the slaves was free and things like that because technically a year later, all was free. But that's a whole nother topic of discussion anyway. But Juneteenth definitely, he did get it. Juneteenth, Texas got the notice. Slaves are free. Let them go. Blah blah blah. So Juneteenth because they did get it late. But on the East Coast, there was still 2 states that kept slaves. I think Delaware was one. I can't remember the other state. All right, let's go.
His point about Drake being not like us, an outsider to American rap culture, something he put.
Yep. Okay, that definitely makes sense. Drake ain't like us, dude. You're an outsider. You're Canadian, and you're not part of the American rap culture because you're a Canadian. However, does that take away from all Canadian rappers? Of course not. It's just what they say is Drake is the biggest fraud out there because him being Canadian and jumping back and forth, to America and trying to act like he's the king of hip hop, the king of rap, and he does this for the culture. He knows more about the culture and all this other stuff. When really Drake, like they say, Drake, you're from Canada, you can't possibly know how it is over here because they think you just over here fronting and as they call a what grifter, jumping into a culture that you really don't fully understand. So That's a good showing by Kendrick to let him know, like, hey, there's a meaning and a message and a method to the madness of everything that I do. Coming at you in this beef, Drake. What you got? Nothing on me. Let's go.
Puts on full display when he brings out all of LA to Compton to chant this diss with him throughout the video. It especially fits with him calling Drake a colonizer, since the 4th of July was when America got freed from being a British colony. Kendrick uses LA rapper and celebrity friends throughout his pop-out concert to show the heritage and history that he comes from, that Drake tries to imitate by associating with Atlanta artists, but just can't really replicate. And some of the stars
Yeah, because Drake do act like he did call Kendrick out, talking about, oh, you in Atlanta. Oh, I bet you didn't know about this person, this person, this person, and you this, you this. Drake had a lot of missteps in this beef, and he could have had a bit more, but he didn't. He played his cards wrong, and he underestimated Kendrick, not really knowing Kendrick is about that battle life and about that beef, and very tactical and strategic in what he does to get you and take you out. Let's go.
stars that showed up in the show made an appearance in the video to double down on that point. From Mustard, who opened for him, to DeMar DeRozan, who he name dropped on the
I definitely didn't recognize DeMar DeRozan. I ain't seen basketball so long, but I ain't seen him like this. So definitely missed him.
song since he went to go play for the Toronto Raptors, Drake's hometown team, but eventually came back home to the US and made an appearance on stage during the live performance of Non.
Yeah, because now rumor has it DeMar DeRozan just signed with the Sacramento Kings. He was with San Antonio, now Sacramento Kings. So hey, back home in the US.
Like Us. Tommy the Clown, who also performed a set before Mustard at the show, is a dancer raised in South Central LA who was legendary for inventing
I remember that dancer. I remember that dancer clowning. I kind of hinted towards it, like, okay, he got a clown. He's clowning. I kind of hinted towards it in my reaction video, but I didn't get the full context of it. I remember this clown though.
LA, who was legendary for inventing the form of dancing called clowning, a huge
Yes.
inspiration behind crumping, in response to the Rodney King riots in 1992. His movement was meant to be a healthy alternative to
Now I did mention crumping in the video. My reaction, I mentioned crumping that they was doing when they was in the room and they was sitting in the chairs. He had one group on one side, one on the other. They're crumping and crunk and all that stuff. I did get that, and I remember him. I knew he looked familiar, but I definitely remember the dances and recognized what they was doing.
LA kids getting into drugs or crime. And those values reflect Kendrick's emphasis on art being a way to represent and heal communities rather than imitate them. He featured members of TDE and Black Hippie, from Schoolboy Q to J-Rock to Absol to Top Dog, Punch, and Muso. And the video is 5 minutes and 55 seconds long.
Absol, who was on J. Cole's record Pie and stuff like that, but Absol, TDE, and Top Dog, all them was there. Oh yeah, he definitely made a statement. Yeah, I definitely caught that one. Let's go.
We all know Kendrick is always really specific with his numbers, and throughout his seasons on Degrassi.
Oh, but those shipping containers, I did get that because you know what they do with shipping containers when they're doing human trafficking. So I did get that when I saw that. I knew exactly what that was and doing the handshake he did and like he was making the deal. I definitely got that one. But yeah, the numbers and stuff, I didn't get that. I wasn't paying attention to them counting. Let's go.
Specific with his numbers, and throughout his seasons on Degrassi, Drake was always spotted wearing 555 Soul. He recreated this video of him doing push-ups in Compton from his burner Instagram page, which he also referenced in his video for N95.
I did get that. I did get the push-ups. I did mention the push-ups that he did. I didn't count how many, but I did get the reference of push-ups. Drake had a song push-ups as well. So the N95, ain't that the freaking mask and stuff like that? Let's go.
Page, which he also referenced in his video for N95, a scene that Drake made fun of with his drop and give me 50 hook on the diss push-ups. Kendrick later flipped this diss against Drake on Meet the Gram, saying that he would be a better father to Adonis because he'd teach him to do push-ups and build discipline instead of taking Ozempic for weight loss. Even the fact that he did push-ups in public as a celebrity in a random park in Compton was a statement about how much his city loves him and how safe he is there, something that he's saying Drake will never have in a historical center of hip-hop like LA. He also does
yeah, because Drake did get his house shot at. But Kendrick feels very comfortable being home, very comfortable among his people, and he's trying to uplift that city, kind of like what Nipsey Hussle did in South Central, and unfortunately, he passed. But with Kendrick, Kendrick is very safe at home, and he definitely has no problems being in Compton at any time. Definitely.
historical center of hip-hop like LA. He also does exactly 17 push-ups. He won 17 Grammys, and he's also saying Drake doesn't want anything over 17. The pictures are off the wall in this room that has studio speakers in it, which references Drake saying, he made direct references to some of Drake's disses on Family.
Oh, now that's a hard one. Pictures off the wall, pictures on the wall, pictures off the wall. That's a hard one, but he did say come to Cell Block 1, and he was doing the push-up. So I get the right, but you have to really know know them and the beef and the songs to get that one. I definitely missed that. That's a good one.
Matters, specifically about him domestically abusing Whitney and Dave Free being the father of his son, with
Yeah.
these scenes of posing and dancing with Whitney and his children right when he says the Family Matters line, and the fact that Dave Free directed the video. Whitney's even wearing a wife
Yeah, I mentioned that. I put that on my thumbnail about Dave Free directing, and I think I put it in the title as well. But he's saying, look, family matters, bro. And I did get that shot about him doing that video in black and white, like Family Matters. So I definitely got that one. Cause I see minute I saw that filter, I knew then I'm like, that's Family Matters.
the video. Whitney's even wearing a wife beater, directly referencing these allegations, something that
But that's not really a wife beater. It's more of a halter top. But I get it though. I definitely get it. You could definitely call it a wife beater because it is white, it is tank topish, but it's more of a female style. So I see what they're saying about that wife beater. I kind of thought that, but at the same time, I'm like, But good point. So I definitely get it. But shouldn't Kendrick wear the wife beater? And then that really put it out there that, oh, I got a wife beater on and I'm supposedly doing this stuff to Whitney. So that would definitely make it stand out. Instead of Whitney wearing it, because she's not a wife beater. And it's not called I'm a wife getting beat on. It's a wife beater. So I don't know. But that's Kendrick's thing. Hey, that's another one. Let's go.
I don't really feel like she'd do if they were true. He references the vignette type shot in Family Matters with this scene, and has this
Yeah, I got that one right there. It seemed like I didn't miss much. I definitely got that one. That that whole vignette filter that he used, got that.
guy behind him in a ski mask representing Drake from his Dark Lane Demo Tapes album cover. In this scene, Drake is trying to catch up to Kendrick, but gets swept away right when he says the boogeyman line. And
I got that. I definitely mentioned the boogeyman saying he's the boogeyman. He's standing there in the dark and you can't touch him. Okay. Okay, I got that one. Okay, that's another one. Let's go.
Kendrick is standing next to a guy with a Compton hat on, representing how him having a city by his side is why Drake will never catch up. He smacks the shit out of this owl pinata in some scenes, another reference to an activity little kids do at birthday parties, while also visually representing
Yeah. That's true. That's
the
true.
beatdown that he's saying he gave Drake in this.
Oh yeah, that was definitely obvious. He's beating Drake and all that stuff with the thing, and of course, pinatas definitely used and getting beat on by little kids because that's another thing kids play. Because once again, the allegations on Drake and where he prefers over adults. Let's go.
Beef. And at the very beginning of the video, he gives us a snippet of a song with a Not Like Us type flow,
Yeah,
potentially
yeah.
teasing either a remix or a preview of a song from his next album. The snippet also references Kamal
Now I did say that. I did say either this is a new song or a song he already did, basically meaning not like us, because it definitely had that vibe to it. So that's definitely I hit that right on the nose. 90% of it, because it definitely could have been a remix, but definitely a song that he did if it's a remix. But or it's a new song. So that's up in the air for when it comes out. We'll just have to see. But definitely it's a new song. It's coming. But got that one. Okay, I didn't miss much. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Let's go.
C. Washington, a saxophone player from LA who is featured on To Pimp a Butterfly, hinting that his next album might have some of the same jazz influences that
Ooh, I definitely missed that. I did not know who that guy is. Okay.
this album was famous for. He also references The Blueprint by Jay-Z in a line about IP or intellectual property, which is kind of a response to Drake saying that he had to drop and give his label 50%, implying that what he's trying to build with PG Lang, his own label, is going to give him more control over his own music, just like Jay-Z with Rockefeller Records. This video actually reminded me a lot of the video for Alright, with the huge crowds of Compton natives singing along to Kendrick, and the music video for that also started with another song first. I don't know if this was
Oh, I definitely didn't get that one, the whole IP thing. That wouldn't even think of that. So, like I said, sometimes you jump on these things and you do it right then and there. And you're you're trying to get it out because everybody's doing it as well. So you're trying to get through it, get it out there and all that. I definitely wouldn't have thought about that at all. Not to mention, like you said earlier, just a few seconds ago, pimp a butterfly. I haven't even heard that album, so I wouldn't even know anybody who was on it. So definitely missed that
coincidence, but his fit looked mad similar to the guy from this viral video, who has a lot of the same hating energy as
one. I seen that viral video. I seen that last week. I didn't know who that dude was.
Kendrick on Euphoria.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress.
Let me know if you thought this music video lived up to the hype. It got 5 million views in 4 hours, and it's looking like it might be Kendrick's biggest video of all time. And for more context on this song, watch my breakdown here. Let me know what I missed down below, and as always, thanks for watching.
Man, it seemed like I didn't miss much. I got a lot of what was going on. I got some of the harder things. Some of the hard things, the harder things like the IP, the jazz musician. I missed the clown. I definitely did get the crumping part. So didn't miss a lot. I got most. So I'm good. I'm proud of myself on that one, especially with the Kendrick video dropping on the 4th of July. Like I said, calling Drake a colonizer. Definitely there's no coincidence with that being dropped on the 4th. Big, big, big deal. And it was definitely like anything Kendrick does, and this beef was definitely done intentionally. So we all knew in the whole reactor community that once this video come out, he's going to have messages in there. You're going to have to pick this video apart and decipher. Some were more obvious than others. But nonetheless, good video. This thing is on fire. So hey, we got Eminem's video coming up today. So with that being said, time to get ready because 14 minutes, that video gonna drop and your boy gonna be on it. It's your boy LaCane and we're face famous. Hey, check out my reaction to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. I got most of it. I got a lot of it. So we'll see.